What is up, everybody? We are going to be playing some more Modern today in preparation for GP Las Vegas. I will be driving to Las Vegas tomorrow. So today is the last day. Today is the last day of testing. So I am pretty close to registering something like this. I have been loving the whole 29 lands in the main deck thing. I have been also liking the no pact of negation and having it in the sideboard. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is whether I want to make room to one or two negates slash spell pierce, and if that is the case, what I would want to play over them. But this is looking like pretty close to what I would consider at least my optimal build, or what I would consider that is optimal for myself. So I have been streaming this for a couple of days already, so if you want to hear my thoughts on the deck and the the explanations for the card choices and whatnot, you can check out my previous streams. They are already live on YouTube. And if you have any specific questions, of course, as always, just ask them in chat. But yep, without further ado, we're gonna start tightening some people. If they are brave enough to join the queue, of course. Oh, Han, thank you so much for that tier 1 sub. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold, and thank you so much. Yeah, hopefully I will be doing reasonably well with Amulet at GP Vegas, but we're gonna see how things go. I was happy-ish with my previous result at GPLA, so hopefully we get to do something similar. I think I'm gonna keep this, because if we draw a Titan... Yeah, I guess I'm gonna keep this. This, I guess it's not a turn 3 Titan, but if we draw a Titan, we basically have all the pieces that we need. Lonely Sandbar turn 1. Interesting. So, if I play Scout this turn and I leave the Simic Growth in play, next turn I can play land and I'm only going to have 4 mana. So is it better to cast Trinket Mage this turn, or is it better to cast Scout this turn? I think I'm going to cast the Trinket Mage. If we have Azusa, we win next turn. And I guess Sloth also wins next turn. Well, I guess it doesn't win because I have a Sun Home, but... I mean, it's not, because like we won't have enough mana. So we're probably playing against the Twiddle Storm deck. But we are 1 mana short. So we're gonna play this guy, play the second Amulet, and we are setting up we're setting up a kill for next turn. We have actual literal lethal next turn. So hopefully my opponent doesn't kill me. We might be dead here. And I couldn't, like, I didn't have enough to turn this into any relevant number, so... So we just have 6, let my opponent do their thing. No, because we're gonna need to, we're gonna need to play our land in order to cast the Titan and the second, the Trinket Mage and the second Amulet, right? So we don't have 6. And also, if we do, we have Sunhome in hand, so we can't, like, we can't Sunhome. So we wouldn't even be able to set up lethal, and we don't have Pact of Negation because it's in a sideboard, so certainly hope I don't face a lot of Twiddle Storm at the GP. Although honestly, like the 2 times that I faced this deck so far, I beat it both times. So I don't know whether it's actually a bad matchup or not. I think it's a bad matchup, but I don't know, it's just like it whiffs, so. Yeah, so getting a Titan into play doesn't do anything, right? Because of what my opponent says. So I'm more interested in setting up an actual kill, and I was giving myself the shot to set up a kill if I draw a Susa, Sloth, or Summoner's Pact, right? But just putting a Titan into play doesn't get me anywhere. So if I don't Trinket Mage there, then next turn I'm gonna have a Titan in play that doesn't do anything, because I cannot transmit for Pact of Negation. If I had Pact of Negation in my deck, it's probably better for me to like set that up and try to not even attack with the Titan, just play a Titan and set up a Titan plus Pact of Negation. But because the Titan was not lethal and I cannot transmit for a Pact, it's better for me to give myself the out to just find a win, like an actual kill. If we find either a Susa, Sloth, or Summoner's Pact, that is 9 potential draws, versus just, you know, doing basically casting a Titan and then just doing nothing because we can't do anything. So I think that what the line that I went for was the correct one, but I would have gone for a different line had I been able to transmit for Pact of Negation. Interesting though. Definitely interesting to like see the potential lines and whatnot. You can also splice when you flashback. That's interesting. So you cast an arcane spell, you may reveal this card from your hand, pay its splice cost. Yep. So my opponent needed to have exactly a turn 3 kill, which they did. This deck is kind of hilarious, not gonna lie. Please kill me, opponent. I have to assume that they haven't drawn their grape shot yet. I'm obviously very much at 6th, and like I just can't interact with what they're doing. So, all right, here we go. Kill me with grape shot. Okay, sure. There we go. Finally. All right. So Pact of Negation in, Crypt and Cage in, and what was that we were bringing in? I think I was bringing in Wreck Sage because of Arya, but I'm not sure that they are playing Arya anyway. I guess Force of Vigor is better than Sage. Take out explosives, and we can take out probably Coalition Relic. Honestly, I should get myself more familiar with the Twiddle Storm lists. Like, if people are gonna be memeing with this deck, okay. So this is a turn 1 Amulet, turn 2 Trinket Mage, and I can find some piece of interaction there. Alternatively, I can go turn 1 Amulet, turn 2 nothing, like second land, and on turn 3 I play Trinket Mage and play Grafdigger's Cage. So that's better for my Gemstone Mine counters. Yeah, I think that's cool. The only problem with this line is that I'm not going to be able to like Trinket Mage for a redundant Amulet. So that's the only problem, but we got a Titan, we got a Pact of Negation, we're just missing. There it is. Punished. Grossly punished for my line. Because we found a redundant bounce land. But without having without having this information, it just, you know, it's probably not worth it to cost myself a counter for no reason. Now the question is, do I want to stop myself from dying, or do I want to stop my opponent from killing me? Like, do I want to stop them from killing me, or do I want to try to set up lethal for next turn? I can set up lethal if I want to for next turn, but that means that the Trinket Mage needs to find a redundant Amulet, and if my opponent has a turn 3 kill again, I'm gonna be very sad. So I think I'm just going to... I think I'm just gonna go get either Grafdigger's Cage or Tormod's Crypt. Which one is better though? I guess Tormod's Crypt is better, because it's effectively the same effect, but this one exiles my opponent's graveyard. But we can Titan next turn. So unless my opponent has a kill here, we have a hasty and angry Titan coming at them. So my opponent just like have the turn 3 kill both times. Can't counter that, unfortunately. Do they have the turn 3 kill through interaction? That is the question. Oof. They just had the perfect hand both games, huh? Yeah, I was thinking of a bounce spell or something. Because like they literally cannot win without this card. So my opponent both times had the Psychic Puppetry, the multiple Ideas Unbound, and the Lotus Field on turn 3. I guess this time they cast 3 cantrips or whatever, but like they had all of those cards both games by turn 3. It is pretty lucky. It is pretty lucky. All right, third Ideas Unbound. Grilled Cheese with that tier 1 sub. Thank you so much, Grilled Cheese, for the support. Welcome back to the primetime Stronghold, my friend. 5 months in a row. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so they are playing Aria. Oof, if I had the Force here. If only I had the Force. Okay, so I think I definitely want to be bringing in Force. Now I don't think I want to be bringing in Rex Sage though. Because like I imagine that the way that this game plays out, more often than not, this is how they are gonna use the Aria. They're almost never going to just like put the Aria in play and then, you know, just hope that they untap with it. Yeah, looks like my opponent had the turn 3 kill both games. Evening, Easy Toss. How you doing? Yeah, this is probably good enough here, right? Merchant Scroll for Peer Through Depths, the classic modern play. Alright. We got killed on turn 3 when we had the kill on the following turn, both games. Bad beats. Bad beats. Were we on the play game 1? Yeah, I think both games we were on the play, and we had the kill set up. I guess not the kill, but like the pseudo kill, I guess, where we just like get so far ahead that that my opponent cannot come back. Okay, keep this. Maybe think about Blood Moon in the board for GP Vegas. Probably good against Twiddle. Oh, you're funny, grilled cheese. You are funny. Okay, how do we sequence this hand? I mean, that's one that we're gonna have to need to draw at some point. So I think I'm gonna go Gemstone Mine into Amulet. Next turn I can Kalni and cast Steerings, and if we find another Amulet we set up turn 3 kill while getting a blocker in play. Okay, so we're playing against Mono Red Phoenix. Let's do the Storm Fun deck. I mean, it is a deck. I would imagine it has to be fun, otherwise people wouldn't play it. Okay, so we're going to play Kalni, get a blocker, and the best thing that we can find off of these Ancient Steerings is an Amulet. But we are not that lucky. So next turn we just Ballista for 2 and kill this. Lock. Okay. Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. Well, so I guess this changes my plans now, because I wish to... Like, I want to play 2 blockers this turn. And this sets up the Titan for next turn. Lightning Bolt me end of turn. Good. This is a Reveler, probably. Yeah, that's fine. Crash through. Okay, that uses up their mana. Alright, we're good. We got there. So we probably play this, then flash in Simic Growth, we haste, we attack, we gain 2. Alternatively, we can play bounce again, float red. We get Crossroads, Stronghold, and we get to gain 4 life this other way. I think I like that better. So we're gonna do that. Yeah, I think that hasting with Crossroads is gonna be just a little bit better. So we put this into play. We float a red mana here. We cast our Titan, making sure that we float red. We get Crossroads and Stronghold. Now the question is, do I want to like bog them? I can't Field of the Dead. Are they running Hogaak before GP Vegas? No, they are not. No, they are not. Whether Storm is a good card that I'm thinking of playing a Cyber if the meta just turns into mono red. Yeah, I don't think that you want to be playing that card. Like this has so much more value because you can pact for it, Obstinate Baloth. Just the way our deck is constructed, it's just the better card. So we have some options here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my opponent has 2 mana Revelers. The issue is that if they double bolt my primetime, I'm in a lot of trouble. So the question is, do we want to gain life with Vesuva, or do we want to exile their graveyard with Bujukibo? Because I think that getting Tolaria West is going to be a must. I think we need to gain life with T-West. We need to get a T-West because we can't afford to lose this Titan. They already used 2 Crash Through. So I think I'm gonna bug them actually. Their only graveyard card is Finale. I don't think they're playing Finale, but they're playing Bedlam Reveler. And if they go like bolt into Reveler, then I'm gonna be a little bit too far behind. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna bug them. We are at 10, so the only way that we get punished for this play is if my opponent has the 3rd Crash Through. Because being at 10, the difference between 10 and 12 in terms of lightning bolts is not significant. So I think that preventing my opponent from finding more spells is going to be more valuable. But yeah, if in the top 20 cards they found their 3rd Crash Through, then this display becomes, of course, significantly worse. Crazy Lex, how you doing? Welcome. Soulscar Mage resolves. Lava Spike resolves. Okay, so we win this game. And if they attack, I block here and block here. So I cannot get gut-shotted. Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like I'm just trying to. What is more likely for my opponent to have a 2nd Reveler that can, carry them to a win, or for them to have the 3rd Crash Through in the top 20 cards of their deck? It's a matter of percentages, right? Alright, so we drew another Titan, so I guess this is easy now. Borders Garrison, Field. Get some zombies. Haste this guy. Gain more life, make more zombies. Guess might as well attack with the ballista. Attack with ballista for value. So I want to make... I have white there, so I want to make some red mana. And show them the Sun Home. So they know that they're dead. Still no concession? Okay. Gain more life. Make more zombies. There we go. Alright, sweet. Every time I win game 1 against Mono Red Phoenix, I get very happy. It's not a good matchup. We want Rex Sage, we want Baloth. We don't want Ghost Squatter, we don't want Cavern of Souls. -1 Pact. Minus the Trinket Mages. I think I'm gonna bring in Tormod's Crypt instead of Grafdigger's Cage. It's kind of awkward that we want to Explosives on 1, which stops her cage. So I think that Crypt is gonna be better. But I definitely think that I want some kind of like graveyard stuff. Also, this stops Reveler when Cage does not. What would be the matchup you want to see all day at Vegas, and which one do you never want to play against? What I never want to play against is Blue-Black Mill. And what Infect, I guess, is also another one that's rough. And what I want to see all day is something like Boggles, Merfolk. Those matchups are basically a buy. Like, I would not be surprised if my win percentage against Merfolk is like 95% or something like that. Like that actually sounds reasonable to me for that to be my win percentage against that deck. Oh, Force. What am I doing? There we go. That's what I was missing. Let's get Nikachu. I think I have a 100% win rate against Nikachu specifically. I don't think Nikachu has ever beaten me. I have played him maybe like 10 times. I like this hand. Okay, skip. I have played against Nikachu maybe like between 5 and 8 times, and 10 times. I don't really have like a number, but I think I have a 100% win rate against him. Against him specifically, I have lost to like Merfolk a couple of times. It's not like. I think I'm gonna play the Garrison here. It's worse if I draw exactly Amulet, but it's better in every other case. But yeah, in fact, I played against him like twice or 3 times maybe in the past month. Lock. Explosives off the top. What did I say? This is bad if I draw exactly Amulet. God damn it. Pathing my own duty is not out of the question here. Abrade my Amulet. Results. I think I'm gonna be pathing my own dude next turn. Depending on what I... Nice, yeah. So I'm definitely pathing my Gracer this turn because that's gonna give me Titan mana. Blood Moon me, please. That's so much worse for me than Blood Moon. Bolt my dude. Path my dude. I wonder if they bolt again, seeing that I'm like pathing my own guy. It's probably the right play. I wish Merfolk was good. I wish Merfolk was good too, so I could get more buys more often. I wish the Merfolk were good so I could get buys more often for sure. I would very much enjoy that. I mean, unless my opponent can set up lethal here, I am liking my spot, but it's not impossible for them to set up lethal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is one of the ways. So this is actually lethal, like exactly lethal, right? Yep. Well, there you go. They needed to have exactly Lava Dart. Nothing else would have done it, but they did. This hand is brutal. This hand is nice. We're gonna keep. And what do we bottom here? Asusa, I guess? Because if we draw Valsnag, we get to Baloth anyway. An Amulet seems important, especially because my opponent might, you know, just like use... okay, so we have Baloth mana next turn, which is cool. Light up the stage. What do they get? All right. Up to 23. Please bloodman me. Good evening, C-Mash. How you doing? Lava Dart B probably. Because they want to light up the stage again. Oh, Lava Dart this? Okay. Bounce land, so we can close this game out. It's not a bounce land. I don't think there's a lot of value in saging and like leaving myself dead to moon, so I think I'm just gonna pass a turn here. This turn I would be surprised if they manage to if they manage to 22 me here. That would be surprising. Braid my Amulet, that's fine. Bounce land, this is still lethal. I mean, not lethal, but it allows me to Titan, which is effectively lethal. That is brutal. But I guess this lets me play a Rex Sage for no value. And be okay with it. So at least they need to like Lava Dart here now. Which doesn't allow them to light up the stage. Why Baloth versus Thruktas? Because it's because of the Liliana value more than anything. Okay, so that means that they don't get to light up the stage now. Yep, so that's good for me, because that means that there's like less spells that they can cast. Okay. I mean, we're gonna play it. Not like we have many options. I would have sworn that they had a light up the stage in Exile. Did they just forget it was there? Weird. All right. We need to find a land. Okay. Still need to find a land. Lava Dart, me. Okay. Lightning Bolt, also me. Okay. I mean, they didn't have the Blood Moon last turn, right? So... Finally. Alright. One, two, three, four, five, six. The Cabinet of Course Swords is in play, so we can't gain more life. This should be GG's though. Swing and T-West. I guess T-West Field. Just to close the door. We have the bounce land in hand already, so... I don't think my opponent can win anymore. Yep, that's what I thought. I don't know if I've been on a good streak or something, but I think the last couple of times I played against Mono Red Phoenix, I have beaten them. At least the last 3 or 4, maybe 5 times. So I don't know if the matchup becomes better, or if my opponent have been very unlucky and they have not drawn their Blood Moons. Maybe the deck is not playing Blood Moon anymore. Do you think they're going to ban looting? No, I don't think so. I think they're just going to ban Hogaak. Like, they have to ban Hogaak. That part is clear. Like, there's no way around that. Okay, this is a okay keep. It's not a great keep, but it has a lot of potential. Like, if I find a bounce land, preferably a green bounce land, I can have to Titan mana by turn 3. Marsh Flats. Acquisition. Thoughtseize. Basic Swamp. Stitcher Supplier. That makes more sense. Bojuka Bog. Alright. I mean, we have turn 3 Titan. Unless my opponent kills this. The turn 3 Titan might not be as good as turn 2 Hogaak, so there's that. Yep. God damn it, this deck. What a joke. What a stupid joke. What a stupid joke. Play Asusa. Play Crossroads. Play Simigross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess I bounce this because we still have Titan mana next turn. So this is 8 plus. I think I need to jump the bench right here. So otherwise I'm taking 12, 13. Yeah, it would be. I think it would be very, very nice if they ban the either Gristleblend or Allosaurus Rider. I think it would be really, really nice because I really hate that deck being in the format. I really, really hate that deck being in the format, but who knows? What does my opponent still have more stuff to do here? What a joke. Yeah, they should definitely swing with everything. So if I take 13 here, I go down to 5. I go down to 5. Next turn I can Titan. So I Titan and I get Field plus Vesuva. Vesuva copying Simic Growth Chamber. Then I guess I think it's better for my Asusat to stay alive because it's gonna give me more zombies next turn. So I guess I need to draw. Ooh, that was dumb. I should have blocked here. That was very bad. That was super bad. Like I took 1 damage for no reason. That damage might be very relevant. Damn it. Ugh, what a punt. What a punt. So we get Field of the Dead plus Simic Growth Chamber. I guess plus Vesuva. Vesuva copies Growth Chamber. Bounce this. Then I Vesuva here. Then I do this. And now I can make 2 more zombies. Well, I sequenced that very poorly, actually. Yeah, I should have played the land first. No, I guess it doesn't matter. So this is 4 zombies. So 4 zombies. I block. Yeah, this guy should not be in play. That was a really big punt. So we got 4 zombies. We're gonna block here, block here, block here, block here. So now they can even make their Carrion Feeder bigger because of the crawlers. Yep, they missed the free trigger on the Vengevine. Like yeah. My opponent's playing poorly and not even getting punished. Man, I should have definitely blocked this Wayfinder. I really hope it is. I really hope this 1 point of damage is not relevant. Okay, so it's definitely better to have 2 zombies than 1 2 so that part is easy. Now we set up our blocks. These are the blocks, right? No, these are not the blocks, as I am taking exactly lethal. Classic. So I guess the prime time has to go. How you doing, Kevin? Yeah, welcome. Yeah, so these are not the blocks for sure, because we die. So, is there anything we can change? No, my opponent has exactly enough. This guy has trample. What a fucking joke. Alright, so we just need to get lucky here. So we take 2, 3, 4. Destroying the Vengevine doesn't matter. Yeah, so I guess this point of damage that I took for no reason last turn is extremely relevant, because now I would have been able to easily win this game otherwise. What a bad punt. That misclick of not blocking the Satyr Wayfinder last turn is ending up to be very, very costly here. Okay, so I think I want to give myself the out of drawing. I want to give myself the out of drawing a bounce land, because if I draw a bounce land, I can get 8 tokens. I guess that's something. So I'm gonna block here, chump with Titan, chump here, here trade, here trade, here. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second, because I need to take this call. Sorry about this. Alright, we are back. Sorry, apologize about that. Okay, yeah, that punt really costed us. I really hope we draw a prime time and nothing matters. That would be great. Prime time. Alright. This at least is a bunch of zombies. Well, I started playing field when this became the best deck in the format, so I kind of have to play field now. We also have access to 2 instant speed zombies, so that is not that's something to be wary of. Field is holding the fort here. Field is holding the fort here. Also, we can activate the Sun Home on any of the zombies in order to like trade or whatever. Sure. Got a Gravecrawler. All right. Yeah, this is definitely working out here. We are out zombieing my opponent, which is hilarious. My opponent makes the classic right click attack all, except they did it 1 by 1. Bounce here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so even if we go squatter our own basic forest, we can get back our forest and still get value. But is this enough? So we're gonna use 1, 2, 3, 4 to block the Gak, and then 1, 2 for the supplier. I mean the supplier. I can just block it with Azusa. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for the Gak, 1 for the shaman, 1 for the feeder, and 1 for the vine. I mean, this sounds reasonable, and I don't need to go squatter myself, so I like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Block there, block there, block there. Look there. Do I want to trade with something here? I'm not gonna be able to trade with this guy. So the question is, what do I want to trade with Divine? I don't think I do. Just throw one more in front of the Gak for good measure. So the Sun Home is not relevant here. I don't think we can swim back for lethal next turn, but my opponent is losing resources every turn. And we are not. So as long as both of these dudes remain alive, I think I'm gonna be just fine. So Colony Garden, it means one extra token, which is nice. Wee zombies. Wee zombies. We can't attack through the Gak, so just pass the turn. Could have saved a zombie against the shaman. Yeah, I don't think it's worth the Gemstone Mine counter. Flashback looting. I wonder if I should go squatter the Blood Crypt or the Overgrown Tomb. I don't think I do. I think having access to 2 surprise zombies is going to be more valuable. This board state is getting out of control for my opponent, though. There's the Ghast. Okay, you got it. All right. Okay. They're casting Gak here? What, just to get back the Vengevines? Just to get back one Vengevine. Sack it. There we go. Let's see your attacks. Well, they are tapped out, so they can't recast the Gak now. So 2 more zombies. But now I'm going to try to think whether I have access to lethal. Again, remembering that I have Sun Home, right? So bounce. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 in front of the Gak. Vengevine, Vengevine, Ghast, Ghast, Carrion Feeder. And then next turn I can swing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Vengevine, Vengevine, Ghast, Ghast, Feeder. Next turn I can sing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I still don't have lethal. I still do not have access to lethal. 3, 4, block, 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 chomp. Block there for good measure. I mean, I think we're getting there. Yeah, even if we go to 1, we're gonna be exactly 1 mana short. We can present 10 damage next turn. But we can attack, and that is also counting that I go squatter myself. But we can also just draw a Primeval Titan and just win the game. So We can't haste, unfortunately. But we can bog them. And then make more zombies. Yeah, we can't haste. Bog you. Bounce. Crossroads. Playland. 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 Swing, swing. Yep, this is GG's. Now P has no more Gaaks. Their dudes don't matter. And I have 10 zombies. And a 6/6. Bloodghast resolves. No, because this was our 2 blue sources. This was our 2 blue sources and we didn't have a red source. Well, I guess we have Azusa, so I guess we could have hasted and win that turn. Yeah, so I miss lethal. I mean, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter because this guy can't block. So yeah, I guess that we could have found lethal there. So we get Garrison, Stronghold, Bounce, Stronghold, play it. Then we get Sanctuary, bounce the Gemstone Mine, and then replay the Gemstone Mine as well, thanks to that. Yeah, so we did have lethal. It's not going to matter, but we did have lethal there for sure. My opponent was trying to cast... I think their last card in hand is Hogaak, and they were trying to cast it, and then they realized that they have no graveyard. That was a sick game. That was awesome. That was freaking awesome. We want one of these. So real quick, I am working on a sideboard guide for this list. This one is of course a short one though, because I'm not going to be able to go through like the whole text part of it. But so we bring in those cards. We take out Ballista, Gracer, 1 Summoner's Pact, 1 Explosives, 1 Relic. Yeah, okay, sweet. This is the plan. You prefer Tickling Mage of the Conscience because of Hogaak, or in general, just because of Hogaak? We got a Natty Bog into Path to Exile. I like this hand. Send me a Cyber Guide to sell to my subs. Well, I'm selling it to my subs, so... Yeah, Field won that game. I even punted at one point, and it just did not matter. That was awesome. The fact that I punted my... Like, I really wanted to give the game to my opponent, and it just didn't matter. My deck was like, I got you. I got you, dude. Don't worry about it. Natty Bog. Natty Bog. We have definitely Natty Bogged more people than once, but... Wow. That's true, Chief. Like, what are you doing here? Are you streaming while checking my chat? Is that what's going on? Alright, let's... Alright, so that's a whiffsky. That's kind of a whiffsky. So I guess the Natty Bog did do something. And now we can... Colony Garden this turn. Next turn we can Sanctuary plus replay Bog, or we can hold that Path to Exile. Whatever's best. So my opponent needs a Thoughtseize here. They need a Thoughtseize. Hopefully their hand is like 2 Force of Vigors and 1 Shenanigans. That would be great. Love the Natty Bug command, yeah. The previous Natty Bug command just said, got him. Cause that is how the Natty Bug works, you know? Alright. Colony Garden, pass the turn. Looking very, very good here. Again, Thoughtseize is the only thing that matters really at this point. Citrus Supplier, more whiffs. Yeah, so I think we're gonna win this one. Even if they gag me here, I don't care. Because I just bathed. Well, I guess they can... Okay, I guess it does kind of matter, though. Because they can just, like, sack it. Look who showed up to party. Alright, so we Azusa. We do this. And then I guess we bounce Bojuku Bog. No, we can't bounce Bojuku Bog. Ooh, this is kind of awkward. This is kind of awkward, honestly. So we are probably not going to have Titan Mana. I guess this gives me the option, though. So I might have access to Titan Mana next turn. OP drawing the nuts over there. Angelopine9, thank you for the follow. Path first, Force, Sack, then Bog. No, I can't do all of that in the same turn. That's my issue. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just let my opponent do their thing here. They're just doing their thing. Now that they attack and they cannot recast the Gak post-combat. Now I pass. They're probably gonna sack the Hogaak in response. But they have 0 cards, so they cannot recast the Hogaak. I throw a plant under the bus there. And now I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play bounce land. 6. Yes. And we're gonna get Vesuva plus a bounce land. Probably the Boros Garrison. Start getting that Sombo train going again. And they can see. Natty Bog. Natty Bog. Natty Bog. Feels good to beat Hogaak. What is Matthias? I didn't see that Matthias F34 is like the trophy leader now. Cubit Turtle has been doing well too. Dido is also doing very well. 17. It's pretty good. Natty Bog. We got a mulligan this one though. We also got a mulligan this one too. The loss was to... kind of forgot what the loss was to. Okay, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna bottom this. And... okay, what do we think my opponent is on? I think these two I need to keep, because this is how I play Azusa on 3, right? So I think these two I need to keep. Now the question, are they playing an aggro deck or are they playing a graveyard deck? And I'm gonna put them on a graveyard deck just because that's modern right now. So yeah, I have to keep Ghost Quarter because this is the way that I get to Azusa on 2. So we play Ghost Quarter. Azusa on 3, sorry. Ugh, God. Alright, so we lose. Playing against John or Black Green X. You gotta take this one. Yeah, they are on the rock. Oh, he's a YouTuber? Alright, cool. Yeah, it's 100% correct to take Yasusa there, by the way. They don't know about this. Nihil Spellbomb resolves. Way back for Azusa here. I think I do. Play Gemstone Mine. Play Semi-Growth Chamber. These plays around my opponent sacking the Spellbomb and pushing. And then fielding me on their turn. So I should be covered here. Yeah. You see that they didn't pay the black for the Spellbomb trigger. And this is actually a mistake for my opponent. My opponent wants me to have cards in my graveyard. That is definitely a mistake. That was like something that a Scavenging Ooze or a Tarmogoyf would have been happy with. But now they just gave me a free exile for no reason. So that is definitely a punt on their side. They must be so happy having Spellbomb in the main. I mean, yeah, we also kept a hand that was not great in the matchup, but it's fine. They probably have no good draws and needed the one card. I don't know. Like, I would not be surprised if my opponent like plays a Liana here. That wouldn't be particularly surprising. But yeah, exiling their my graveyard was definitely a mistake on their part. Like I'm actively happy about them doing that. They should have left the exile trigger resolve and then pushed. Urborg. That's one you don't see every day. That is definitely one you don't see every day. Steerings. Into Field of the Dead. I could get explosives too. I think I'm gonna get the field though. But if my opponent has a discard spell and they just discard my explosives, I end up with nothing. I think that the risk is just too high. The risk is just too high, so I don't think it's worth it. I mean, if I draw a Titan, I'm gonna be in an extremely good spot. If I draw a Tolaria West, that would be maybe a little bit weird, but probably still fine. Trinket Mage is a solid draw. Walking Ballista is a solid draw. Opponent has the field. Bad beats. Some field-on-field violence. What is this? Oh, we lost to two last time. You're right. I totally forgot that that is a deck. I just keep forgetting. Full Plague Boy set won't be help this matchup. You would be surprised. Actually, Plague Engineer is surprisingly good in the matchup because he can come down on Name Plant. This is a mistake. So I suspect that they have another Field of Ruin. That is the only way this play makes sense. And also, if they were going to do this, they should have done it main phase so they could have attacked for one more. Okay, so they have Trophy too. Okay. Now I guess things make a little bit more sense. Alright. Play my tapped land. Play my tapped land. There we go. Bog you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see? This Coos for sure would have loved to have an Azusa, you know, to eat. Alright, give me that prime time off the top. I think that if we draw prime time here, we're going to win the game. Prime time. It's not a prime time. And unfortunately, this is the one that's going to have to go because it puts me behind the land drop. So I just need to get lucky. My opponent will plus the Liliana here. Make me discard the Simic Growth. And then... But if I play the Simic Growth and bounce something else, then I'm gonna be actually 2 land drops behind in Field of the Dead. So now with any land off the top, at least I get a 1/2/2 zombie, which is something, I guess. Again, still looking for Primeval Titan. Explosives would also be reasonable, I guess. Bingo. Boom, boom. We even get some value here from the Urborg. Sick. Primeval Titan. Yes. We haven't made a line drop yet, so I definitely want to have a bounce land involved in this. They showed me Trophy. I kind of want to get to Prowess, but I can't because of Liliana. So I think it's just going to be Vesuva on field and Cavita Crossroads. That gives me 2 zombies. Alternatively, I can do Simic Growth and Vesuva. If I do Simic Growth Vesuva... If I do Simic Growth Vesuva, I get 2 zombies, then I can bounce the Vesuva and replay it, copy in field, so that would be 4 zombies. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna do that. So, actually, yeah, I think Simic Growth is better because it allows me, if I draw a Tolera West, I can still get value. So we're gonna do Simic Growth Vesuva, Bojuka Bog. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we're fine. So we're gonna do Bojuka Bog here. Oh, I made a mistake. I should have copied field here and then bounce it and replay the field. Yeah, this was a mistake. I could have gotten more zombies. Yeah, that was bad. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Assassin's Trophy here? No. Tracker's gonna be bigger, but then at prime time. Do we lose gemstone counter for tapping inside some? No, that's why I have 2. You can use the Urborg ability, and you get some nice little value there for sure. It's nice how that works out. Yes, we're gonna get 2 more zombies. I think I should have 2 more zombies in play than I do right now. Maelstrom Pulse? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, okay. That is also pretty bad, honestly. Block here. Double block there. So now if I draw Tolari West or Explosives, I kind of just win. If they have another engineer, I'm going to be in a rough spot. Okay. As I was saying, this card is still very good against us. Alright. This, and this, and this, and this, and this, and a couple of these. So we're gonna take out Cavernous Souls. Take out a couple of Scouts. 1 Summoner's Pact. The Walking Ballista. I think I want Trinket Mage. I'm gonna take out 1 Amulet and 1 Steerings. There. Yeah, that was rough. Grant, that was rough. Plague Engineer, it's a very, very good card. We almost stabilized there. Even through my punt. Even through my punt. But that tracker was alive for too many turns. It drew my opponent like 4 cards, and they still had like 3 more like ready to go, or 4 more. It's tough to beat Tireless Tracker. I think I want to do this against Black Green, and then against John, I think I want to have another Trinket Mage and 1 less Path to Exile, because John relies way more on Red on 6, so Path is of course not great against Red on 6. Would the 2 more token matters? They would have mattered in that I guess it wouldn't have. I guess my opponent could not have attacked on the previous turn, but they wouldn't have. Like the 2 more tokens would not have really matter. Crazy Legs with that Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you're enjoying the stream. And enjoy your emotes. If you want to get the sideboard guide, all you need to do is you need to join my Discord channel and link your YouTube account to your Discord account, and voila. Your Twitch account to your Discord account. Yeah, I don't think I can keep this. This one is also quite bad, but I cannot like mulligan again. The good thing is that we are pretty much discard spell proof because our hand is just terrible. So that is kind of value right there. 3-drop village. Also my opponent with the correct art. Respect. Correct art and correct frame. Yeah. So basically the best draw you can have against John style decks is gonna be just, you know, 2 Asusas and like 3 lands or something. Those are the best hands. My opponent seems to be on a slow one. Also, Hornet Queen pretty bad against Plague Engineer. Needless to say. Not worth going for a Prime TVE on 3. Why? Like I still don't know whether my opponent's gonna have. I don't know if I'm gonna die to my opponent's 3 drops or whether I'm gonna die to my opponent's 2 drops, right? So. Also, it costs me a Gemstone Mine counter, which is not a small thing. This is good for us, though. All right. I guess I discard the Horde Queen. So here I'm just trying to force my opponent to make a mistake, basically. And try to like make them overextend into my engineered explosives. So best case scenario is here my opponent minuses and then they play like Tireless Tracker or something. That seemed like an incorrect play. Which one? Oh, the one from my opponent to like trophy my amulet? I would agree with that. Each player discards a card. So we clear the ooze here. If my opponent wants to eat my queen, that's fine. Attack Liliana. Please no push. Sweet. Okay. And now we play this. We bounce the gemstone because that's the land that I care the least about. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have like a full meter or something. Best card to draw here, you guessed it, Primeval Titan. I guess drawing Bailout wouldn't be bad either. For the value, and they can't always keep up 2 mana for trophies, so it was there or never. I guess it was more of a matter of, yeah, they're just trying to make sure that they use their mana, which I guess is respectable. There's the Fulminator. That is, yeah, that's brutal. It's pretty great though. Pretty great draw there. We get back our Simic Growth. We reset our Gemstone. Trophy your spells is maximum 15 in the normal, the one you would play. Yeah, if you do it like in response to the trigger, for sure. Are you in Bailout because of mono red? Yes, that is correct. So they plus Lily, so that means that unless my opponent has another Fulminator, we're going to have Titan mana next turn. Unless they play a second Liliana. But if they play a second Liliana, they can either plus or minus. They can't do both. Liliana plus push would be the only thing that wrecks me here. Plague Engineer is not so good right now. It prevents me from clocking the Liliana, which is pretty annoying, to be honest. Cleric. Alright. Prime time? Brutal. Alright, so we're gonna get our value from the Excavator and just pass the turn. We can't even clock the Lily. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, if you haven't checked out K Ponce's stream, make sure you do so. He is always streaming some sweet Death and Taxes variant, maybe black white, maybe mono white, and Thalia Stumpy. All of those are very much up Kevin's wheelhouse, so make sure you check out his stream. He has been streaming quite a bit lately, actually. Thoughtseize resolves. That's what we need. It's exactly what we need. Trophy the Naga. Okay, we're gonna get the superior basic there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard Gemstone Mine. I mean, prime time to win. Prime time? Prime time? No. 2, 3. So I guess we play Sanctuary and we bounce Forest to discard to Liliana. 3, 4, 5, 6. So we still have prime time mana even through a Fulminator here. I mean, this clock is not the fastest, so 4-turn clock. Opponent's kind of all in on this. Prime time? It's not a prime time. Definitely not a prime time. Yeah, usually Engineer on plant is pretty annoying. Okay, that's pretty brutal. Explosives on 3 would be nice. Plus Lily. I don't think I like that. Prime time. God damn it. I have so many good draws here too. We have so many good draws here. Well, now we can. Corsair of Crufix. That's hilarious. Case Heroes. Oh wow. Thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub, Case Heroes. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. 4 months in a row. Thank you so much for the support. All right, give me that explosives. Come on. Primetime. Holy crap. Like, how many turns are we gonna draw? Just nothing. I mean, do we even have any more Whiffskis in our? Because they drew another Bob. This is just lethal, right? Like, we block here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so this is just lethal. Yeah, Field of the Dead would have been active, but it wouldn't have been relevant because 1, 2, 2 is not enough. Yeah, we just whiffed for too long. Just whiffed for too long. Just look at this prime time that's on top of my deck. Check it out. I guess not. Alright. Let's get that 3-2. Last match of the league. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that at any point during that last game, we have like 7, we were drawing towards 7 Primeval Titans and 3 Tolaria Wests, and if at any point we hit any of those, we just win the game on the spot. It's frustrating that, you know, it was 10 cards out of like, well, how many cards were left? Like 40? So 10 cards out of 40 that just win the game, and then a bunch of ones that give us more time. But that is the game sometimes. I think I'm going to assume that this is a bounce land. And if I do, is this fast enough? I don't think it is. So now I do have a fast. Yeah, this one is probably a keep. And I'm gonna bottom the Snow-Covered Forest. Against humans. I guess that first hand was actually very good against humans. If I had known I was playing against humans, I would have kept that one. There's prime time. Let's see what my options look like here. I guess I take the Amulet. We got super hard by Freebooter, but like we need a way to get ahead because we don't have one presently. Thalia is fine. I mean, it's a little bit annoying, but it's still fine. It slows me down by 1 or 2 turns. I guess it gives my opponent 1 more turn to find the freebooter. Alright, that's a clock. Alright, it's a clock now. I would like to find like a Kalni Garden or something. We can't assign to Titan, unfortunately. Because of the stupid Thalia. So best draw here is Azusa. Second best draw would be Explosives. Either Azusa or Explosives would be great here. Yep, we did it ASAP because we're dead next turn. That's a turn clock right there. That one does it. 1, 2. Last possible turn to draw it. That's great. Okay. Unless they top deck the Melee Mage now, we should be in a good spot. Now we're the redundant Thalia doesn't do anything. Taking 2 here. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 4 damage. So I can... Let's think here. So I can transmute for Colony Garden. I can transmute for Colony Garden, play it out. That gives me a blocker, which saves me 2 life. Seems worth it. Oh no, I can't. I'm dumb. So I guess I have to transmute for explosives here. Is there anything I can do to gain time? What do I think of Dragon Lord Mork in this deck? I don't think it's very good. I don't think it does enough, basically. FFs. I think my opponent just gave me the super aggro GGs. But they did FFs instead of GGs. Alternatively, I can not transmute. What if I transmute for Asusa? Okay, so let's see if I packed for Asusa. I packed for Asusa. I tap 1, 2, 3. I can't transmute as well, but I can tap 1, 2, 3, 4, and next turn I'm gonna have. Oh my. Oh, we have a tilted player in the house. This is hilarious. Bernardo Abdur, thank you for the follow. Oh, my opponent is going for the full tilt over here. That is hilarious. That is so funny. Oh, that is so much better than what I thought it was. Oh, this is hilarious. Oh, my opponent is going off. They're going off over there. This is so funny. I'm sorry, I'm enjoying this maybe a little bit too much. Oh, this is too funny. Oh, this is too funny. Okay, so I don't think Transmutant is worth it, so I think I'm just gonna pack for Asusa. That's gonna give me a blocker for here. Yeah, I think I'm just off by one land in order to next turn Titan. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to go for oh, this is too funny. Wow, they're going off over there. Attacking my mom and everything? That's like, that's some next level shit right there. That's some next level shit right there. I think I'm gonna go for explosives here. That is really funny. Yeah, this is too awesome. I'm sorry. I just really enjoy when people go like nuts in chat, cause I don't know. I just find it really funny that people can be like so I don't know, just so like tilted about something this dumb, right? I just like I'm not slow rolling you. I'm just trying to figure out the best line in a very like complicated situation. This is not easy. I am also streaming. Like you just don't know who's on the other side, you know? You just don't know who's on the other side. So it's I don't know. I just think it's really bad EV to like do this kind of stuff because you look like an asshole. I don't know. I think that it's I don't really see the point of just tilting off in chat like that. It just shows off who you really are, you know? Exactly. It's just so embarrassing for them. But I'm definitely sharing this on Twitter and everything. This is like I am very big into the whole like name and shame kind of thing. Big fan of that. So I am definitely making sure that at least my Twitter followers know about this because this is just too funny. This is too funny. That's good. That's good. They wasted an image on like copying it. Okay, that's actually problematic. So walking ballista it is. Amulet bigger. Wow, they're also very bad players. This is just too much value. This is too much value. Not only they're tilting off like crazy, but they're also extremely bad. I also drew the absolute worst possible card I could have drawn there. That's annoying. Drawing Crossroads and Field of the Dead. Field of the Dead mostly so I can trigger it next turn. Reflector Mage. They have exactly lethal. Oh, I guess 2 more than lethal. Never mind. I couldn't have gotten anything. Like, I really wish I had access to County Garden there. I guess it would not have mattered, but still. Alright, so path. Path, explosives. Oops. Come on, Motto. You can do it. There we go. Path, explosives. Rex Age, Hornet Queen. Oh, Shark Fin Flippers. Thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Hope you're enjoying the salt. Hope you are enjoying the salt. It's pretty tasty. Yeah, I really wish I get to like turn to my opponent. That would be like so much EV, right? So one of these, no, not one of these. One of these out. One of these out. One of these out. Relic and Ghost Squatter. Obligated Merlin, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks everyone for the support. Hope you're enjoying this stream today. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. I think as awkward as this end is, I'm gonna keep it. Crazy Ship coming back with that 6th month in a row. Thank you for the support, my friend. Really appreciate it. Not a bad draw right there. This spits us up for a turn, which is very nice. So I guess this turn we are playing second scout. Yeah, that sounds about right. So this is champion into something on 2. Hopefully this is a freebooter and they get the good old whiskey. Nope, just a noble hierarch. Please give me that explosives on 1. Please give me that explosives on 1. Never lucky. Never lucky. Unfortunately, we don't have primetime mana next turn, but we can Trinket Mage for Amulet, so that's nice. We can also Trinket Mage for Explosives, which would also be nice. Trinket Mage for Ballista. I don't think I'm interested in that though. So best draw would be an untapped land, I guess. Untapped land gives us both Titan and Trinket Mage for Explosives on 1. Both of which would be pretty nice. Mantis Rider, copy. Oh, Meddling Mage. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, opponent. They just insist on naming Amulet of Vigor. They're like, yeah, your deck is named after Amulet of Vigor, so now you can't cast a card anymore. Ha! Gotcha! Do I want to take 7 here? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I actually do have Titan here, thanks to these Gemstone Okay. So we float a mana, tap this. Bounce. Replay. I don't think there's any way that my opponent can kill me. T-West, Colony Garden, probably the picks here. Can't cast Amulet of Vigor. I know, right? Like, you can very easily play, you know, clearly I have been stopped because my opponent named Amulet of Vigor with Melee Mage. I don't know why I find this so enjoyable. I really don't. You got it. Got my explosives. Yep. I mean, to be fair, they might be new to the deck or something, you know. They might be new to Modern for all it's worth. It's nice. So I can Trinket Mage for EE on 2. Crack it. Get back my explosives. Bounce here. And yeah, so I think I like this. I can crack for free. Then I can bounce and I can EE for 1. And my opponent's going to be left with a Mantis Rider. White, green. Explosives on 2. Swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna get a bounce land and a Field of the Dead. Border's Garrison probably. And we're gonna have this that I need to flash in. So I guess that we get one free. We get one free 2/2 if we do this. Nice blocks. Play this. Get a 2/2. Man, if only I could cast Amulet, right? If only I could cast Amulet. If only I could have cast my Amulet of Vigor. I mean, Field of the Dead didn't really do anything. I mean, if I hadn't had Field of the Dead in the in the deck, I would have gone for Tulare West or I guess another bounce land so I can bounce the T West. But I had that already covered thanks to the Summoner's Pack, so that's why I'm like, you know, might as well get some 2/2s. No, that's it. This looks like a fine hand. So we're gonna name human with this one. We're gonna play an Amulet. Pass a turn. Next turn we're gonna Colony Garden, and depending on what my opponent does, I might play another. Uh-oh. These are all pretty bad. We didn't even fight a white source here. A blue source, sorry. Yeah, all of these are pretty bad. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a battle for these Ether Vials. I don't think I'm gonna be doing explosives on one unless I draw it exactly this turn. But like at this point it's just too slow. So yeah, I could play around Deputy, but I can play around Deputy or I can play around Freebooter. And with my opponent having access to mana here, let's see if my opponent finally realizes that I need to name Primeval Titan with this card. Finally, my opponent saw the line. They saw the line. Take two. That's hot. Let's try that one. Pass a turn. If they want to deputy my amulets, it's probably okay with me because it makes now it actually makes explosives on one a very, very enticing line. You got Ithalia. You got another Noble Hierarch. You got Rexage, I guess? I mean, Melee Mage would be the correct one. Yep. On explosives, maybe? Yeah. Okay, so we ballista for two. That sounds pretty good. And we're gonna bounce the Crossroads, I guess. And there's no need for me to do any. Oh, this is priceless. This is priceless. I love this. All right, let me take a screenshot real quick here. So this is the chat, and this is just too much value. This is just too much value not to do. So we're definitely naming and shaming here. There we go. And boom. My favorite part is that we won. My favorite part is that we won. Oh, this is... Also, it's like the fact that they made so many extremely poor plays. That also made it much more enjoyable. Alright, so we only 3-2, but somehow that felt like such a victory. We're gonna fire up another one.